We should further raise the international standard of our sport, but now the emphasis is on the mass character of sports movement. Leonid Ilyich Brezhnev. It's for the first time in the world history that our country is tackling the task of making physical culture and sport of real national character. Sports should be a part of everyday life of the Soviet people. The main social aspect of physical training is to make millions of Soviet people healthy. Sports activities are carried out on both indoor and outdoor grounds. In the outdoor stadiums, they take up running, go in for javelin throwing, play football, go in for shot putting, play basketball, and a national game, gorodki, play tennis. In the indoor stadiums, they go in for gymnastics, go in for boxing, go in for calisthenics, have training sessions in track and field, run different races, train hurdling, and the high jump. The first attempt. The bar is down, bad luck. The second attempt. The bar is dislodged, failure again, but the jumper keeps on competing. The third attempt. The height is taken. The crossbar has been cleared at the height of 1 meter 89 centimeters. A new national record is set. The big indoor gyms are widely used for staging competitions in hockey, in basketball, in gymnastics, in volleyball, and figure skating. Track and field athletics. Track and field athletics comprises many events. The start is given for 100-meter women's race. Here is the winner. The start is given for 100-meter men's race. And here is the happy winner of the race. Long jump is being performed. The high jump is being performed. Fosbury flop style of the high jump is being performed. Walking, running, jumping and throwing are the main track and field events. There are sprint, middle and long distance races. Long distance run requires a lot of endurance. Basketball. Basketball is a team game. It's a favorite game of our youth, especially of students. A shot, the basket is made. A shot, the basket is made. Another shot, the basket is made. Basketball has got international recognition. Our sportsmen have achieved considerable success in this field. Football. Football is a team game. Modern football is becoming more dynamic, more complicated, more interesting. is inseparable from its ardent fans. They are the real connoisseurs of the game. Football is the most popular sport with the school children who play it nearly in every yard. Millions of boys take part in the leather ball playoff. Volleyball. Volleyball is a team game. Warming up is good for both relaxation and concentration. Attacking shot. Attacking shot. A spike. Service. Service received. Service received. A shot. A faking shot. Blocking. Blocking. Volleyball is characterized by the swift change of the playing situation, by immediate switch from defense to attack. Volleyball is one of the most popular sports. It's next to impossible to take count of all those who play this game in the public parks, on the beaches, in rest homes, sanatoriums, and in the pioneer camps. Wrestling. Wrestling is as old as the world itself. In Roman Greek wrestling, the holds below the belt and tripping are banned. In freestyle wrestling, great freedom of wrestling technique is given. Modern sambo wrestling is self-defense without the help of a weapon. Wrestling is ageless indeed. Swimming. There are outdoor and indoor swimming pools. The men are swimming crawl now. Women are swimming butterfly stroke. Competitive swimming includes different races ranging from 100 to 1500 meters. Swimming is a good exercise for general physical fitness. Yulia Bogdanova from Leningrad is on the lane. Advised by the doctors many years ago, she was brought to the swimming pool to improve her health. Sport is a good substitution for medicine. At present, Yulia Bogdanova is an Olympic hope. She has shown the best times in 100 and 200 meters. Diving. Dives may be executed in both outdoor and indoor swimming pools. Dives are subdivided into springboard and platform dives. A platform dive is being performed. Another platform dive. Diving contributes to the all-round physical conditioning, develops coordination and body control in the non-support position. Diving develops courage, determination, self-confidence. Calisthenics. To perform exercises with the hoop, skipping rope, ribbon or ball easily and attractively, one must have a lot of endurance and physical power, which is generated in the process of strenuous hours of practice. physically perfect, acrobatics contributes to agility, dancing is good for grace, exercises with objects make a girl look graceful. Top-class sport spells high competition. Irina Derugina and Galima Shugurova are teammates and both claim for the world title. The top prize is the world title. Gymnastics. These are gymnasts of the Leningrad Workers' Sport Club. Every sportsman requires an individual approach. A coach does the duty of an educational instructor. To find a coach after your heart, to start training with a person whom you trust, means to discover years of joyful cooperation. Like poetry and art, sport involves inspiration. Emotional uplifts are inherent to sport. For a sportsman, competition means utmost spiritual elevation. Coaching goes side by side with the upbringing of a personality. Only an outstanding person can impart these qualities to his charges. Only this type of coach can be trusted, loved, and followed. Vaulting jump is being performed. Exercises on even bars are being performed. Exercises on horizontal bar are being performed. Exercises on pommel horse are being performed. Exercises on the rings are being performed. The constant growth of complexity in compulsory exercises is characteristic for modern gymnastics, but even faster grows the complexity of voluntary exercises. Competition is very strong, and it demands the maximum tension of all the body muscles and the nervous system as well. The winners are those who have better nerves and stronger will. They have won the titles of the champions. Acrobatics. Luda Tsiganova is on the floor. The 17-year-old world champion is performing a double back somersault in the routine. Lyudmila Vesovaya. Double back somersault in the routine is being performed. World champion Vadim Bingler, triple somersault. Alexander Rasterin, triple somersault in the routine. Skiing. Skiing is one of the mass kinds of sport. Skiing on different terrain, under different weather conditions, makes one fit, increases his stamina, does good for his nervous system. Skating. From long ago, a man has tried to move fast on the snow and ice surfaces. To achieve high results in skating, one must be all-round physically fit. To improve their general physical condition, the skaters must practice different general and special exercises in all the seasons. Skating is an active and healthy entertainment for millions of Soviet people. Skating is within the reach of the people of all ages and trades. Hockey. Hockey and football are the most popular games. Hockey tournaments attract numerous spectators. Goal. The Soviet team has scored a goal. Moscow Spartak team is playing against Torpedo from Gorky in the National Hockey Tournament. The venue is Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow. The score was opened at the 8th minute by the Moscow hockey players. A minute later, the advantage was doubled. The total score of the match is 8-5 in Spartak favor. This victory has won the Spartak team the title of the USSR champions for the 4th time running. What was missed in childhood and youth can still be made for, but with more effort at an advanced age. But to achieve this, a grown-up person has to overcome the feeling of self-consciousness and come out to the sports ground. Our life becomes more intellectual and the active body movements are highly restricted. Labor load is on its way down. The want of physical activity nowadays can be ruled out by mass sport participation. Running is the most natural sports activity. In the program of the first Olympic Games in ancient Greece, running was the only event included. Our country has set the task of all state importance to attract every practically healthy person to physical culture and sport. People themselves must be responsible for their health, restoration and preservation. Physical training and sport is a reliable weapon to combat senility and to prolong many years of active life. The national tendency to mass sports activity is a hallmark of a high cultural level of the people. When is it better to take up sport at this age or at this? The first movements made by a person will predetermine to a great extent whether physical culture and sports will become the source of physical and spiritual strength for his lifetime. Day begins in the morning. The making of a man starts in childhood. The following is written down in the program of CPSU. Party considers one of its main tasks to provide the upbringing of physically fit young generation from early childhood with the harmonious development of physical and moral strength. From the very early age, like here, and let sport becomes part of everyday life of the people from this age onwards. Let the first steps in life made by men be the steps made on stadium field.